So Tom,
I thought you said that.
text me. I will. Are we live?
I think we're live, yeah.
Hi, I'm Tom Holland, Bowflex Fitness Advisor. This is the Bowflex Breakfast Club. Now you get to see behind the scenes Quinn, the one who's taking your messages all the time, reading them to me. So pretty special today. I am all the way on the West Coast, so I'm normally in Connecticut. Nautilus is headquartered in Vancouver, Washington. I fly into Portland. It's a little confusing, and then just a couple miles away is headquarters. But today, you know those videos you see all the time that we share every week that I push you at the end of every show to go watch? Well, we are shooting a bunch more today. So we are literally in the corner of the set. So we will flip it around every now and again. They are building the set. I'm sure many of you would love to see behind the scenes, and there's a lot going on. So we will show you that as the hour progresses. Quinn and I are going to go back and forth. We're going to talk about many different things, questions, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
She's going to monitor. She's got the hard work to do.
It's Inception. I see me on the screen. I see us on the screen here. So I can read all your questions. So
here's what I love. So we
away.
use the iPad, and the iPad reverses. So I have a shirt that's backwards. She doesn't.
So mine is right in real life, and
exactly.
Everyone looks like at Tom like he's crazy on the street.
Yeah. But that has nothing to do with the shirt.
Exactly. Exactly.
So again, who won last week?
We had a winner, and Daisha won last week.
Okay.
And her shirt should be there today. So Daisha, if you're watching, let us know if your shirt got there and how you like it.
And it will look like this, not this.
Yes, it will be facing the right way. It will be this color, though.
So today we're going to just talk. We're going to keep it really simple. Your top fitness questions. Obviously, that's what this hour is always about. But today, even more so, we just want you to use this hour to get the most out of everything you need. Your products, your motivation, your nutrition. Quinn, has a unique perspective on all this because she is fielding your questions day in and day out, whether it's Facebook. So this is going to be a great hour of going back and forth. She's going to give me and tell me and you guys, the top questions she sees, which I'm sure are pretty similar to what I see all the time.
For sure, see. So we have some people tuning in, a lot of our regulars. We have Jay saying good morning, Iron, good morning, Deborah says good morning, and Wednesday mornings are the best mornings. I agree, Deborah. Mark said good morning, Quinn, Tom, and the Breakfast Club. Joy says good morning, and she surely missed the Breakfast Club sessions. And Rika says good morning as well. Good morning,
good morning. Yeah, so we're going to be mixing it up like this, having different people, in the shot. There's different technology we can use. I can start sharing different people. So, as I said from the start, we're going to continue to change this show. We want it to be engaging and entertaining for you. And at the most importantly, we want you to get something out of it, right? So please, 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 if you have a question, if you have a comment, anything, just engage with us. And again, when you post something, you get in the running to win one of these forward or backward shirts.
Actually, Adam just commented. He said, good morning, cool shirt. I would love to have one.
There
so
you go.
Perfect segue. Adam, you commented. You're entered to win. Anyone who comments on the broadcast while we are live is entered to win a Bowflex Breakfast Club t-shirt. So as modeled here.
Stylish and, comfortable. And again, please, if you have questions or, it was so great last week too, Quinn, was so many, there was at least 2 or 3 people that had incredible success stories. A couple pounds to, I think, 30, 40 pounds, right?
Yeah,
was Anne-Marie?
Absolutely.
Amazing.
Anne-Marie has had a great story. Daisha said she had lost 10 pounds. I know she works out with a tread climber and has been part of the Breakfast Club for about a month or 2 months now, I'd say. And so watching her progress.
She's a regular.
Yes, she's officially a regular now.
And did you see, by the way, what Anne-Marie shared on Facebook yesterday?
I didn't see.
Anne-Marie posted, it was awesome, and it was one of those colored tiles, and it said, my husband just bought me an M5.
That's awesome.
Right? And I said, Anne-Marie, you have a great husband.
That's so awesome. She was just talking about how her husband doesn't like to do cardio and was actually interested in the Max.
Right.
And so that's awesome that you guys got the Max. That's so exciting. And if you haven't already, Anne-Marie, when you get the Max, you also get a free 8-week subscription to the Daily Burn. Where Tom and our other fitness advisor, Amy Dixon, will coach you through the Max workouts. But you also get access to the 600 other videos on the Daily Burn. So other yoga exercises, weight exercises, body weight exercises. So if you haven't already signed up for that, it's a great resource to take advantage of.
And that's, again, one of the many things I love about Bowflex is why did we do that? So we said you order that Bowflex Max over, on the TV or on the internet, whatever. And then you have to wait, right? So you're all jazzed up, you're all pumped, you're ready to go, and you go, oh, I got to wait for it to come. Well, we said we don't want you to have to wait. So while you're waiting for that to come, you do the daily burn workout. So by the time the max comes, you've already started your program. And that's so important. And that's, again, us trying to give you everything you need to be successful. And, you know, it's an amazing program, if I do say so myself.
Yeah, it is an awesome program. It lasts, you get your free trial for 8 weeks, and the program in total lasts for 8 weeks, so it's pretty awesome. Do we have a special guest here?
Come on in the shot. Come in the middle here. Many of you may recognize
Steph from our YouTube videos.
Hi everyone. We're getting ready to get our butts kicked by Tom.
She's the one who does all the work. So the comments I get all the time is, why do you not have to do anything?
Why
Meaning
do I
me.
not?
No, me.
Why do you not have to do anything?
I don't do the burpees. Steph does.
He's
She's
a
in really good
workhorse.
shape.
What you guys don't know is how many burpees Tom's doing offset.
Yes, to
He's
get
gotta
ready.
get that little pump in between takes.
And another phase.
What's up,
Here, come on in the middle.
Oh, get in the camera.
For any of you
What's up,
who
guys?
have seen the YouTube Halloween workout for Bowflex,
That is me.
The
that would
boo
be
the
his
boo
favorite.
Boo
Boo
I gotta say
burpees
that.
and
Yes,
Spider-Man
absolutely. That
push-ups.
is me.
They need like a fitness Emmy, award, and I think that would win it.
I think so.
Acting and fitness.
Exactly.
Look at that,
Nice.
giving us all sorts of faces.
And last but not least,
Get on
we
in
have
here.
for you
Get on
No
in.
one.
Oh, there we go.
my bestie Lisa. Let's work. Who is the strongest woman on earth? Right?
Pretty much.
Basically.
You know, go
Come
for
on.
it.
What's up?
Plug yourself.
Lots of one-finger pull-ups. You know.
So again, yeah, we're right on set. So we'll flip the camera in a second, and you'll see they build the set as we're here. So again, these are the three amazing people who do the exercises, get you guys motivated. And that's why I say at the end of every show, go to Bowflex.com. This is all free. And there are workouts that, these guys will kill themselves today so that you have that 4-minute workout, that 6-minute workout. But there's so much content there, and that's what we do at Bowflex. We don't want you to just buy the equipment. We want you to get results. So we're going to give you all of that free content that we will be doing all day today and tomorrow, actually, so you guys can see your results. Anything you guys want to say?
It's a lifestyle,
It
friends.
is. It really
Yeah.
is.
And it's awesome to have these things you can fit in between your normal activities throughout the day. And a lot of times I use this when traveling too. If you're like, right now I have 10-minute downtime before we're gonna go check out the city. And it's nice to be able to have that on the road.
And they get it. What's the question we get all the time? It's like, how do I stay in shape when I travel when I'm so busy? They are so busy, right? So they are doing, what they can do today. Obviously, they're working out, but as we're on the road, we're doing the 5-minute workouts. We're doing crunches in the hotel room, push-ups, things like that. We're bringing our food with us, right? Eating healthy. So you can do it. It doesn't have to be an hour. It shouldn't be an hour. And that's kind of the secret to success. Any crazy comments from our...
No crazy comments.
Yeah.
But a lot of the regulars tuning in. Deanna says good morning. Mary says good afternoon from the UK.
What's up, Mary?
Mark says he can attest to how awesome the Daily Burn is and he uses it every day. Loves the variety. John likes the t-shirts. Jay says the gang's all here. And Mary has a great question. She wants to know if we are going to be using someone who might not be super fit to kind of show some of the exercises in our videos.
Such? You are so... Yes. That is such a common thing, and we get it. I mean,
He's not. He's not a
He just looks good on camera, I think is what they're saying.
Was that Mary?
It was Mary.
Yeah,
Great
Mary,
question.
we get that. So the toughest thing in fitness is being inspirational and relevant and real, right? So the short answer is yes. You're going to have people like this, and guess what? They didn't start this way, right? This is a lot of work, but it's also our job, so we get that. But absolutely, we're going to give you both. We're going to give you the extreme examples of fitness, and then we're going to give you the people who are starting out. So that's actually what we're doing tomorrow with the HVT. So yes, you're right on the money, and we will be doing that as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Mary said gold star for herself. Gold star of the day.
Exactly.
Mary, you rock, girl.
Yeah.
Killing it.
Yeah.
Yep, she's got an M7 and over in the UK, and she said especially showing people on the M7. So if you have access to the Daily Burn, Mary, that is one of the places where we actually do show some modifications and examples of people who might not be in this type of shape for the M7.
Yeah, and we get it. We get it. And listen, I couldn't run. I was on the bench my entire high school career with injuries. So we all started in places that you guys didn't see. And again, you're seeing the end result. And we want to be inspirational in that regard, but we also want to be real. So we have a diverse thing. You got the women, the men. We got, I'm 48. You're not. So I'm not young. So you can do, and you're competing against yourself. You're not competing against us. You're not competing against your friends. You want to be the best version of you. And that's all we care about. And that's what we're giving you with the products and with the information. So every little thing you do to get healthier is awesome. And that's it, right? I mean,
Oh yeah.
give you words of wisdom. Like, down the line.
Yeah, I think these quick, short workouts, the more bursts you can fit in throughout your day and your busy schedule, combined with great nutrition, that's the fastest way to get to where you want to be. And yeah, it can be done. It takes a lot of preparation and just mental willingness to do it and commitment, but grab your friends and go hit some of these workouts.
You're going to say something.
Yeah, it's a daily process, you know, working out and trying to stay fit and something that you have to kind of commit to. But once you do, I mean, I feel great. You know, it's just getting
And that's it, right? And when we talk about it, it's not about the scale, right?
Yeah.
So it's not, yes, of course we all want to lose weight and we all want to weigh less and be whatever weight, but that's like so a small part of what we're talking about here. It's about being healthy. It's about feeling good. There are so many more. There are literally hundreds of benefits of exercise that are way above and beyond just weight loss, right? So of course, that's part of the goal. But every workout you do, every time you eat something healthy, you are doing something great for your body. And if you have kids, you're doing something great for them. You're a great example. So please, 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 it's not just about what you lose, it's about what you gain, right? And that's what we're preaching here. Yes, we want you, I mean, an amazing athlete, you know, amazing athletes here. So these are extremes, and that's what you can, listen, you may say, today I just want to lose weight. I mean, I know Deborah and some other regulars, she did an Ironman. I mean, so I'm sure the original goal, was just weight loss and to be healthy. So we're going to help you achieve those goals that you think are unattainable, and then we want to push you past that and to do being the best you can be. And the sky's the limit. That's the cool thing. I've talked enough. You guys talk. What do they say?
Well, we do have some questions or some comments, I guess. Deanna says she was just telling her friend that's out of shape that quick workouts will benefit her. So it's not just about the long workouts, which is something we talk about every week, obviously. Right. And then Deborah said, "Who's watching out for new puppies?"
So I have 2 new lab puppies. Thanks for freaking me out.
That's the real question.
I knew she would come up with that.
What's
Thanks for
really
stressing me out.
Exactly.
I'm going to let that go because that's going to stress me out. I know. But yes, you know, and that's the thing. Life is messy. Life is not perfect. We talk about that every week on the show. We're not perfect. We make mistakes. And to the point about exercise, there's nothing magical about an hour. These people here, I mean, yes, we do longer workouts, but I would say we stay in shape with the shorter workouts because we are super busy, just like you. So the science is there. A 5-minute workout makes a difference. A 1 minute, we're gonna do a bunch of 1-minute workouts today. I promise you, if you do these workouts, actually, I'm not gonna do them, they're gonna do them. I'm gonna ask them to do them. But we joke, but that's the truth. And we are trying to reinvent the paradigm about exercise, that it's excessive moderation is what I call it. Don't do a lot, a little bit, do a little bit a lot, right? And that's the secret to success.
Which we now got to go ready to go do.
Or they got to go get their faces put on and makeup.
Sorry about it. No hair and makeup.
We're good.
Facebook Live is where you get the real.
That takes like 3 hours.
Real stuff. You saw it here first.
Thank you. And there you go. Look at. And you know what? Do you want to flip the camera real quick?
Yeah, we should absolutely.
I'll let you do that because I'll screw it up.
All right, let's see.
Yeah.
There we go. So you guys can see we're setting up our Facebook Live.
Right?
Yep, this is the space. We got a whole bunch of lighting, some guys in the crew setting it all up for us.
So you'll hear a lot of background noise, but that was so cool. Those, if you've watched and gone to Bowflex.com, those are 3 of the regular fitness instructors. And again, I want you to, Mary's point and question is so important, and we talk about this all the time at Bowflex because, again, we want the inspirational people, but we want the real people. And that's why I think part of my job, Mary and everybody, is to explain it, right? And to motivate and to have this show so that, yes, you see those inspirational people, but you also know what you can achieve and kind of put it in the context of the real person, right?
Absolutely. So we have Dora chiming in. She said, good morning. She's bummed that she missed us last week. That's okay, Dora, but we missed you too. Deborah said she's been focusing more and more on shorter, focused workouts, quality over quantity. And not to stress you out more, but Mary says the pups are probably running around the house and tearing it up.
Thanks. I think you guys are just, this show serves to stress me out, right? More than anything else. No, we joke. And yes, so again, 2 young lab puppies. And you know what? That's a challenge for me. I go, my kids are older now, a little older, 8 and 11, so they got easier. And now the puppies are a challenge. But you know what? That's what life's about. So I look at the puppies again. It's a short term. It's just like fitness. I have to really focus on them and train them and those good habits that we talk about every week here. And then it's going to be 10, 13, hopefully 15 years of an amazing experience with the dogs. And my kids are learning from you know, what I'm doing with them, and we're doing it together. So kind of a great analogy for fitness and life in general, right? Challenge yourself.
Challenging. Anne-Marie says, good morning. Anne-Marie, we were just talking about you in a good way. Tom said that you are a Max owner.
You are now a Max owner.
As of a few days ago.
Yes.
So welcome to the Max family. If you haven't checked out the Daily Burn 8-week trial that comes with the Max trainer, please do so. It's great. Tom has so many more workouts on there that you get to choose from. Dora says that she needs abdominal workout tips. That's the hardest part of her workout.
Right. And we were doing a bunch of those today. So I literally, we're shooting here for the next 2 days, and we'll be giving you abdominal workouts. I'm going to be doing a bunch of 1-minute workout tips. We have the HVT and the Bowflex Maxes here. So Anne-Marie and everybody else, if that's something you have, you're going to have more content for that. We are constantly coming out with brand new content, and literally you're going to have a library of exercises and information to choose from. So all you need to do is watch and follow along. I'm telling you, it's not a matter of if, but when you will see results.
Yeah, absolutely. Dora, if you haven't already checked out our YouTube channel, I highly recommend. Tom's got a lot of great ab workouts on there, standing ab workouts, and traditional, more of a crunch ab workout, as well as planks and all over core. So awesome resources already on there, but we're filming more today, and more will be coming soon to you on a YouTube channel near you.
Yeah, I think, we have a 3-minute, we have a bunch of plank workouts, and Amy Dixon is here. You haven't seen her, so if you're sick of me and you want the female perspective, we have that for you too. So Amy is here. She's been in the business forever, one of the top fitness people around today. So she's got a bunch of plank things I think I saw. But our 3-minute plank workout, what is it up to, like 3.5 million views?
Yes, it's got millions of views.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously that's great. We're so excited that the word is spreading and that people are taking advantage of the free resources and those quick home workouts. So.
Yeah, and most of the stuff we do, and people go, why do you do that? You're a equipment manufacturer. These are bodyweight exercises, the planks. So there's no equipment involved. So of course we want you to use our product, but we also are going to give you the bodyweight stuff. I have some commercial workouts I'm going to film today, so stuff you're going to do in front of the TV. So you're going to have a whole host of things to choose from.
Absolutely. Anne-Marie says she plans on taking advantage of the Daily Burn. That's great to hear. Mary says nice t-shirts. And Addie says, I love plank workouts.
The plank is here's what is really difficult from my perspective, right? Is a lot of this stuff is simple, right? So we can make it complicated. You know, I get calls almost daily from magazines, give me 3 ab exercises that no one's ever seen before. We could do that, but it's not what you need, right? It's, do you give them what they want or what they need? What's going to be effective? So the plank, the crunch, and all the variations, squats and lunges and push-ups, we keep giving you those exercises and modifications and different ways to do them because they work, and that's what we'll be shooting here today.
Absolutely, very exciting. We are also giving away the t-shirts, Mary, like every week. As you know, you're a regular, so anyone who comments while we are live will be entered to win a Bowflex Breakfast Club t-shirt. It will look like this, but it will be correct logo will be facing the correct direction like Tom's.
Yeah.
We're on selfie cam, so one of us had to be wrong, I guess, today.
Right.
It was going to be one of us. It happened to be me, unfortunately.
But again, I'm the one who walks around like at Starbucks this morning and people are just staring at my shirt, like, you know, because it is backwards if you're not on an iPad. So,
right.
Yeah, keep the questions coming, you guys, and I just love to hear the success stories. And listen, the success story does not have to be weight loss. It can be, hey, Tom, I worked out 3 times last week. Hey, Tom, hey, Quinn, you know, I just fill in the blank. So it's a behavioral change. All right, cognitive behavioral therapy, that's something I believe in. That, again, my master's degree was exercise science and sports psychology, because it's about how do we change our behaviors, right? That's what we're trying to do with you guys. We're giving you the information, you know what to do, we're giving you the equipment, but how do we change that consistently? And that's what this show is about too. It's bringing you people together and hopefully motivating, inspiring you guys to make change.
Yep, the puppies are back. Hot topic. I think they're always going to be a hot topic. But Deborah wants to know, are you running with them yet? Which is obviously a great exercise and an easy exercise to do with your pets if you're running with your dogs.
Okay, guess what? We will. I don't think I put them on camera, right? Because I didn't do it last week.
No.
So we will put them on camera. Hopefully. Well, no. I should say this. Quinn has just challenged me, and Deborah and et al. You will love this. So again, next week or next month rather is breakfast month, and I have been given recipes. I will be, again, I use the term loosely, cooking for the next 4 shows. So we'll see if we can mix the puppies in there somewhere. Maybe that's my excuse to do a cutaway. But yes, no, I went to the vet, and the vet looked at me with the puppies for their first checkup, and he gave me kind of, here's where, I think he was worried I was going to start running with them too early. But just like people, they got to start slow.
Yeah, we have Lynn chiming in. She says she's loving the shorter workouts on the Beachbody too. Shift Shop, she says, is one of her favorites, which I've been seeing a lot of. A lot of people are using our SelectTech weights,
yes,
the adjustable dumbbells, to do those home workouts because they're obviously you can change and grow with them as you grow stronger.
Yes.
So that's awesome.
And those dumbbells, you know, unbelievable. I always say when I first put in my home gym, I had and I was so excited, all the chrome dumbbells, and they were expensive and they took up a lot of space. And then I got the SelectTech and I go, oh no. But when you have a set of SelectTechs, you know, a piece of cardio equipment and a mat, you are good to go. You know, when people ask me, what do I need for my home gym? I say there are 2 things. You know, what's your strength, what's your cardio? And now you're gonna see if you haven't, now with the HVT, it's kind of screwing up my whole pitch because now you can only have one thing because HVT is strength and cardio together. But you need to have those bases covered and you can do it in a really small amount of space.
Yeah, so Ira, the funny man that he is, he says, hope the raw egg episode doesn't count as a cooking show.
We still haven't done that, thanks. All right, we have a lot to
You're
get
right.
to.
Tom promised us a raw egg.
Yeah, that should count.
And
Can we have an egg here? Let's get it over with.
And I want to see it. So that's right. So the cooking, we'll have 4 weeks in September. September is National Breakfast Month. It's a thing that people celebrate. And so we're going to be celebrating too, because obviously we are the Breakfast Club, and we want to make sure we're giving you healthy options, quick options for breakfast. And so Tom will be cooking. There is heat involved in at least one of the recipes, I promise.
So this could go wrong.
Stove. Although I guess if you burn it, you could feed it to the puppies.
There you go. And I'll eat it.
A healthy breakfast for the dogs.
And lest you be worried that these are my recipes, the coolest thing is Erin, a dietitian that writes for the Bowflex Insider. If you haven't gone there, she has so many. The recipes they sent me, I mean, I think they obviously knew they were for me to prepare because they are simple, but they are, I got excited. I'm like, wow, there's things here that I haven't maybe thought of or put those ingredients together. Super simple, super healthy, super doable, and gonna be tasty. So I'm excited to do those for us.
Yeah, we have a great question from Mary. She says, what tips would you give to someone whose head says they can't do exercise, their heart says move your butt, you can do it, but your head says no? What can you do to reprogram your mind to succeed?
Oh my gosh, Mary, you are just the awesome questions of the day. That's everybody. That's everybody. That's the billion-dollar question, right? So it's about motivation, it's about inspiration, right? And I think I told you the story when I was getting my master's degree and I had an argument with my psychology teacher about motivation. I said, I'm here to learn how to motivate people. And he said, you can't. What are you talking about? That's why I'm here. That's why I'm spending the next couple of years is learning the exercise science, but the motivation, he said, you provide incentives. So that's a long way around of saying we have to find, Mary, what works for you. And that's what we talk about every week here on the show is what works for one person doesn't always and usually doesn't work for someone else. So we have to figure out what will motivate you today, and that will change over time. And that's why we're giving you so many options. That's why I love hearing other people tell their success stories, because that's going to give you ideas. You're going to go, well, you know what? I'm not a runner. I hate running, Tom. You're a runner. You know, I think that's weird. I'm going to swim, or I'm going to do this race, or I'm going to do a charity walk. So, Mary, you are not alone. You are 99.9% of people, and that's okay. And that's what the show's about, right, is figuring it out.
Absolutely. I think the great thing here, Mary, is we have a community, and you see in the comments right now, Deborah is saying you don't just have to train your body, you have to train your mind too. Iron's saying you have to find your why, which I think is so important. And great point to Tom is your why will change.
Yeah.
You know, people always say like summer body, they start on the first of the year to get that summer body, but summer goes away unless you live in
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
San Diego or somewhere great, but summer goes away, so you have to find another reason, another why to keep working out and to keep being healthy for yourself.
And that second level, like this is, you don't really hear about this or read about this, and it's so important because you have someone who has exercise, and we've talked about this before, then they feel guilty. It's like, Tom, you know, I had this great program, I was spinning twice a week and walking with a friend or something, and now I stopped doing it. And I go, that's okay. You're bored with it. Change, and don't feel guilty about not having that motivation anymore. I'm the same way. We all are. So, you know, the 3 fitness models / experts you just saw, they're the same way too. So my point is, don't get down on yourself, just change it. And give yourself permission to get bored with something and do something else, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's super important. Mark said you should do an episode of Breakfast Club on the barbecue. So, can you barbecue breakfast, or do you just want to see the dogs outside?
Listen, we talked about it. I'll make grilled chicken for breakfast. Yeah, and we talked about that too. You know, eating whatever you want for breakfast, super big healthy breakfast is awesome. Whatever that is.
Yeah, awesome. Deborah said Tom is part of her why and the MMRF
charity. Yeah.
Got it.
So Multiple Myeloma Research Foundation, Deborah has found, and myself as well, when you take exercise and connect it to charity, it's so powerful. Back to Mary's question, how do you get motivated? So Deborah is part of this charity I coach, and so you are exercising, you're doing events with a group, you're doing it for a great cause, and there are so many. Unfortunately, cancer is a huge thing, right? 1 in 3 of us will get it at some point. Most of us have someone in our family or friends who has it. So if you can find a charity or anything, autism, you know, there are charities now that have fitness connections, and that is an amazing way to find your why.
Absolutely. Anne-Marie says she finds an exercise that sets her soul on fire for that day. If her body says jump, she'll jump. If her heart says yoga, she does yoga. When her mind says do sprint, she does them. So when her heart lines up with her mind, that's when she's unstoppable. And you sound unstoppable, Anne-Marie. You've had a great fitness journey. We just talked about that last week, and now you have a Max trainer. So you really are unstoppable.
Yeah, and that's such a great way. Wow, such an eloquent way to put it, better than I have. And that's what we talk about is there's no one way, right? So if you have 5 minutes or 10 minutes and you have a cardio machine, then you're going to do your high intensity interval training, right? If you go, I have an hour and a half, it's a Saturday, that's when you go for the bike ride, you go for the walk. So mixing it up the way Anne-Marie just said it, and going by the way you feel. So I've written these articles where I say, how much time do you have and what's your mood? If you're angry and you have 10 minutes, high intensity interval training. If you're kind of tired and you're kind of in a good mood and you know you're just kind of lackadaisical, then that's the perfect long intensity, slow duration time. So go by how much time you have and your mood, and to Anne-Marie's point, that's the lifestyle. It's not exercise, it's a lifestyle.
Absolutely. Lynn says you have to find an activity you love, bike or hike or relax with yoga. Yeah.
The challenging thing is you also want to find something that's challenging. Maybe we'll do a whole show on that. Like there's amazing sports psychology and psychology studies about kids, and if you give kids an easy task or give them the answers, they're not as motivated as when you challenge them. So I'd argue, yes, we want to find things we love, of course, but then we also want to find, I challenge you to challenge yourself with exercise, because then you get this amazing sense of satisfaction, right, and confidence that we kind of lose as adults. We don't do those things. So if you said, you know, I've always wanted to jump rope, but I'm not good at it. Well, do it on your own time, right? Do it. You don't do it in class, right? Get good at it first, but challenge yourself. Find an activity that you're not quite good at, but you want to be, and add that to your repertoire. Don't do that exclusively, because that's depressing, right?
Right. Doing one thing all day, every day is probably
it's swimming for me, right, Deborah? It's swimming. I'm not a great swimmer. I've gotten better. It's a challenge. I will never be great, but I get a sense of satisfaction, usually because it's over. But that's part of the whole kind of success paradigm, is find what you like and then challenge yourself every now and again, because that will really motivate you in a new way.
Absolutely. Deborah says she constantly tries to challenge and push Lynn. So Deborah and Lynn, are you guys watching from the same office? Friends? Love it. And Anne-Marie says her mood definitely dictates her workouts.
Yeah. And that's, you know, listen to your body, listen to your mind. going to the gym for an hour and slogging through a workout it's just not, it's not the future of fitness. And sure, we can do that. I think I told you I quit the gym. Now I am working out exclusively at home and outside. Still teaching a little bit, which is fun, but do what you can do when you can do it. You know, do what you can do when you can do it, and do what you want to do. Like, if you think about that, if you listen to your moods and if you listen to the time that you have to exercise, that's all you really need, right? So, you know, I woke up this morning and in my hotel room, I did a 3-minute ab workout. And before I go to bed tonight, I'll do another 3-minute ab workout. So I'm going to work it in throughout the day. And that's enough. It's more than enough. It's consistency. I will bore you to death with those terms. Consistency. It's not doing a lot, a little bit, a lot.
Yeah, Jay has a request to show him the set. We'll absolutely do that. Before we turn the camera around, in all of our excitement, we forgot to ask you what you ate for breakfast.
We need a checklist, yeah.
If you guys will comment below what you ate for breakfast, we'll take this time to show you guys a little bit of the set.
You want me to hold that?
Yeah, if you want to take that.
Because you guys know if I touch the screen.
My face is going to get really close to the camera. I apologize. So we'll just walk you guys around a little bit. We've got, you know, all the lighting happening, some guys on the crew. I guess it's the set. There's not much to the set, actually.
Not yet.
You'll see some of the Bowflex products.
Show them the HVTs over here.
Yeah, so this is probably, for those of you who haven't seen them yet, these are the Bowflex HVTs, the newest product. And actually, we're doing a Facebook Live tomorrow all about the HVT. For those of you who might have questions, you're welcome to ask them now. You're also, would love to have you guys tune in tomorrow afternoon, 4 p.m. Pacific time. Tom will be answering all your HVT questions.
And so this is the set. So they're still building it out, but this is where we'll do everything. So this is the space that you guys see. We got all the guys busy at work putting together the set, jib. This is a cool camera. Show them this one.
Oh, they're running from us. They don't want to be on Facebook Live.
Yeah. So this is where the camera will be. This is the one that goes above and beyond. These things will move around, but we are standing in the space. These guys are behind the scenes because they want to be.
He's eating a bagel. There's a lot going on, as you can see. So we'll walk it back to our designated Breakfast Club corner.
So up top is where you got the dressing rooms up there and the makeup. It's where people are getting all purdied up. And behind that big white screen are more people. So there's like 20, 30 people. There we go.
Yeah, we got someone waving to us in the rafters. Great. So we're just going to set you guys back down, set the camera back down, and turn you around.
That's cool, though. Get a cool perspective of it.
Yeah, awesome. All right, Jay. There you go.
There you go. And it's amazing. I actually wanted to do a time-lapse photography because these guys, so this is an empty space that they literally pull all of this stuff here early in the morning and just build it out. And then we have about a 4-camera shoot. What I love about Bowflex too is we do a lot just naturally, right? So we don't over-script it. We have our topics, and then we kind of figure it out as we go. And you may think, oh, that's not preparing enough. No, but I always want it to be natural. We don't want these overly produced, not real kind of workouts. We want them to be as natural as possible. So that's kind of the way we work here, which is really fun. We have topics. We might not even have the exercises set in stone until we get here, and then it's a collaborative process. And I would argue a really, really powerful one. And again, I mean, how many videos do we have on the YouTube channel now?
Over 400.
Yeah, seriously.
I would guess.
This kills me about, like, you know, people who made their living and business money off of making videos. Now there's so much free stuff, and we have a lot of
Yeah,
it.
we have one new video every week.
Every week.
So, and we also have episodes of the Breakfast Club up on YouTube too. So if you ever want to rewatch, you can obviously do that on Facebook. But if you prefer YouTube, they're on there as well. We have so many comments.
Yeah.
So thank you guys all. Anne-Marie had eggs and toast. Jay had great grains cereal. Iron had sweet potato scramble. Mark 3 hard-boiled eggs, 30 minutes on the max, and then a fruit smoothie. I love it. That's Mark.
Mark. Way to go, Mark.
Deborah said she's not feeling well this week. She got the stomach bug, so she ate 2 pieces of sprouted toast with coconut oil and some fruit. Well, that's a better breakfast than I eat normal. So, Deborah, that's amazing.
Thanks for making us feel worse.
Mary said she had a scramble for breakfast, but she had chicken salad for lunch and spaghetti bolagnese for tea. The UK, they got lunch, they got tea, and then dinner comes
like
after tea, right? Jay says she's sorry she's late. Where are we? We are on the set of our newest Bowflex YouTube video shoot.
Yes.
So Thomas will be doing a whole bunch of new workouts for you guys today. Yes, Stacia, I am Quinn.
This is Quinn.
Nice to video meet you.
The face to the voice.
And I'm so glad you got your t-shirt. Great to hear. Glad you're loving it. Joy said she had apple cinnamon and brown sugar oatmeal. She mixed the 2 flavors together. I love it. And Dora said she had hard-boiled eggs, 2 of them, and a smoothie.
You guys made my day. Like that is so awesome. I had so I bring the little protein packs with me and my shaker bottle. So in my hotel room, I did a quick protein shake just with water. I'm kind of that gross guy. But then the routine that John from Nautilus and I have is we go to Starbucks on the way here, and I get the oatmeal with the blueberries and all the nuts. So I say blueberry oatmeal with all the toppings. So I had my protein, had my carb, had some fruit and some nuts with that. It's a perfect day. It's a perfect start. So again, if you're traveling, you can do it. So I bring stuff with me, and then I know where I'm going to go. Every single, let's call it fast food if you want to, place has healthy options now. Even the hotel I stay in, when I got in late last night, they had celery and carrots with hummus, so I grabbed that. I grabbed the pre-made turkey sandwich. I mean, it's there. You can do it. It's just choices.
Absolutely. So many options. Candace says she can't wait to see the new YouTube videos.
Yeah.
Neither can we.
We just have to shoot them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the easy part.
Yeah. And I'm going to tell you, I've seen the rundown, obviously, for the next 2 days. And what I love them all. Again, we have core workouts, we have body weight, we have in front of the TV, and then a bunch of just what we're talking about. We're getting shorter and shorter, right? Attention spans are getting short and shorter, but we don't need really long videos. So we have a bunch of 1-minute tips and tricks and workouts and things like that. And I promise you, 1 minute makes a difference. It does. It really does.
Absolutely. Any more questions? We got 20 minutes left in the broadcast.
Yeah.
We might cut it a little short at the end, just so that Tom can get
Purdied up.
ready.
This takes like 5 hours.
Get ready for these YouTube shoots so he can bring you great content on the YouTube channel. Deborah said she's recently got this little microwave ceramic cooker that you can make eggs, oat milk muffins, etc. And it's great for travel. Nice, Deborah.
Deborah has it going on.
Is that like a camping setup? Or is that, you can take that on an airplane? I don't know. What can you take on
What
an
about the
airplane?
chickens? Can you bring the chickens? I still want chickens. Deborah has what, 12 chickens, I think?
Okay, speaking of the chickens, I saw a news article the other day that someone let a turkey on a plane because it was a certified therapy emotional support turkey. And so they took a turkey, and I mean, you can have a dog, you can have probably a cat, you can have, I would think, a lot of different animals, but a turkey.
I think I need that. That'll go with the show.
Yeah, so I'm thinking, Deborah, you could definitely get a chicken on an airplane, probably for free, right? Because you have to take it if it's emotional support.
Service chicken
little
thing.
So they had a picture, there was a turkey, it was in the airplane, it was in the seat, so it exists. And so I'm convinced now that, Deborah, you can travel with your chickens.
There you go. You get eggs to go, right? Wherever you want to be.
Fresh eggs no matter where you are.
There was a service dog next to me, and I didn't even realize it until about 20 minutes left in the 6-hour flight. Incredible. Like, again, just how trained and just amazing. Again, if you put the time in with anything and do the work, it was amazing how those dogs can be so quiet.
Right. They're better behaved than I am.
They were.
For sure. Exactly. I'm like all restless, need to get up so many times, and they just lay there calm.
Exactly.
Calm and ready to go.
And actually something just off topic a little bit, but tomorrow morning I'm going to get up at 3:30 and do Sirius satellite radio. So if you're a runner, a marathon, or anything like that, I'm going to be on the doctor's channel. So it's 3:30 a.m. West Coast time, so 6:30 a.m. Usually I'm in the studio for that, so if you have more questions or maybe running focus questions, you have Sirius Radio. It's at Sirius XM now. I mean, I don't know, everything's. I'll be on Doctor Radio tomorrow at 3:30 a.m. West Coast time, 6:30 East Coast time if you want to talk more. But let us know your questions. Again,
yeah, and if we miss a
phenomenal
question, we'll definitely go back and do our best to answer it. You have a fitness question, a Bowflex question, whatever it might be, leave it in the comments. If we don't get to it live, we will definitely get back to you as soon as we can.
Yeah.
Iron has a good question. He says, pre-made turkey sandwich, is that one of the better processed meats, or is... wait, your comment moved. I'm sorry.
Don't try to scroll.
Yeah.
I did that before.
Is that one of the better processed meats, or was it a legit meat off the turkey sandwich?
So you know what, and I think what you're alluding to, and I think you brought it up, if I'm not mistaken, Iron, is, and I watched it. So have you seen this What the Health documentary?
I haven't, but it's Netflix, right? It's all over the place. I haven't seen it.
I don't want to get people angry with me, but I did watch it on the flight. I would say a little biased. There's a difference between correlation and causation. We'll put that there. So it was all about plant-based diet, but there were some pretty, I would argue, pushing the envelope and starting with a huge bias. And they talk about processed meats and how horrible they are for us and things like that. I'm going to leave that for another day. But it's this all or nothing thing, Iron, and short answer is I don't know. I mean, I obviously bought it off just, out of the hotel. That movie would scare the heck out of you, and one of the things they said is eggs. Horrible for you. Like, one of the worst things you can eat. I think there's a huge bias. I have friends who are huge vegans and, push that whole lifestyle. Let me just say, I think the truth lies somewhere in the middle. And moderation. So it's an interesting documentary. It will scare the heck out of you. You will never eat certain foods again if you listen to what they're pushing. But yeah, I don't know where the meat came from.
I feel like every couple of years you get that one of these health documentaries that comes out and it changes the way everyone thinks, and I'm sure there'll be another one in the next couple of years.
But that's it, you guys. If that is not the greatest example, I'm watching this going crazy, shaking my head for many reasons. But you have paleo. So how can, if this isn't a sign that we know nothing about nutrition, you've got one side saying it's all about eat like a caveman, eat meat, and then the other group going, you're absolutely wrong. Like, totally opposite. Like, what are you going to listen to? How about going, I'm going to do moderate. I'm not going to eat too much of any one thing. I'm pretty sure that's probably the best way to go.
Somewhere in the middle. Middle ground. I like it.
Yeah.
Anne-Marie and Deanna said they both watched it and they turned it off. So
see, that's interesting, right? It was over the top. And I was laughing out loud. The guy next to me, he said, "Are you a doctor?" I said, "No, exercise physiologist guy." And we had a long discussion about it, but it was it's not helpful. I think it's more harmful than helpful.
Yeah, and Doris says, "Tom, we will follow you wherever you go."
It's a little scary, and I love it. No, and thank you guys. I have the greatest job in the world. Work with this greatest company in the world, and again, we're going to spend 2 days. This is for you guys. This is for you. We listen to what you ask for. We have the topics that you've asked about. We have this great group. I'm so excited they came so you could see these lunatics that I get to work with that do all the work. Again, the comments I get all the time is, how do you get to just stand there while everyone else is doing the exercise? But thank you. And again, you are this company. You are what we do this for. We're making the equipment for you guys and myself. And you know what I love? I posted a picture. They're young and they weren't working out, but my 2 boys were downstairs using the Bowflex Max and playing around, and they did it on their own. I don't push. This is all about giving you the information to make the choices on your own at your time. So thank you guys.
Absolutely. We only have about 10 minutes left in the show. No new comments that I'm seeing. If you have a question, please ask us now. We'll take a couple more questions before we head out.
I think Quinn is going to have to be on the show now all the time.
Okay. Well,
yeah, there's a way to do it.
I was going to say there is a way to do it without
Yes.
us being physically in the same place. But
I think this is helpful.
Yeah, we'll see how that works. Jay says it's so true. Recently, the British say if we drink 4 cups of coffee, it will increase your lifespan. So.
Right. You talk about caffeine, Jay. You talk about wine. Now, a lot of this, alcohol. I always study, when I started this business, I said, we've talked about this, I studied the people who had the bodies and achieved what I wanted to do, and I emulated them. So one thing I do every day when I start reading the research of the day is longevity. You study people who live to 100 or longer. Most of them drink alcohol, have some caffeine, they are excessive moderation, right? And it's about stress, people. we haven't even talked about. That should be. We're going to do a whole show. There's a topic. It's stress, because at the end of the day, exercise reduces stress, right? I don't care how healthy you are, how much exercise you do. If you're stressed, that's it.
Yeah, absolutely. Doris says, can we talk about nutritional supplements you use on the next Tom show?
Sure. Yeah, I always hesitate because that's a touchy area, and supplementation, but I always preface it by saying supplements, the word itself is all we need to really know, right? It's to supplement a diet. So I always preface the nutrition conversation by saying we should eat real foods whenever possible. I truly believe that many of the issues we have today are because we don't eat real food. And I agree with that part of What the Health documentary. We need to eat real food, and processed foods are not really good for us. So, vegetables, all that kind of stuff. So supplements, I'll talk about, truthfully what I take is a multivitamin. I mean, if there's one thing I take, and that's to fill in the gaps, but that's what supplements are. They're to supplement a healthy diet. So we'll talk more about that.
Absolutely. So we just have a few minutes left here. Tomorrow, 4 p.m. Pacific time, we are doing an HVT live broadcast. We're going to have lots of good, Tom will answer all your questions. If you want to know about the HVT, if you want to know about other Bowflex products, we'll answer all your questions live. Again, if we don't get to them or if we miss one, we'll totally get back to you in the comment section later, as with every live broadcast that we do here.
And that's 4 p.m. Pacific time.
Pacific time, right. Yep, absolutely. So we're going to have Tom there. We're going to have a couple people demonstrating. So it's the perfect time to get all your questions answered if you have them.
And it's really cool because it's this new machine, and it's groundbreaking for us here. It's a cardio and strength machine together. I've talked about it when I first started working here, and they said, give us your ideas. I said, I think we should do a strength tower, and they go, we're working on it already. And now we have it, but it's a blend of cardio and strength together. So it's going to be really interesting. What is it, an hour?
It's about a half an hour.
Yeah? Okay.
We'll go as long as long as we have questions. So we're super excited.
Do you want to come in the shot?
we have some camera shy individuals here. What else? If you haven't commented already, please do so. Say hi here.
Yeah.
Hey, bye.
Check on in, share this, you guys, on your social media. Again, I end each show, go to bowflex.com. We're doing all this for you guys. So go find the cardio workouts, find the core workouts, anything you need. Subscribe to the channel. What else did I want to say? The next month is going to be interesting. We're going to have the food for you next week. We'll show you the puppies. It's going to be challenging on many levels.
Tom is going to need some encouragement next week.
Yes.
So please make sure to tune
in.
I'm
going outside my comfort zone, you guys.
And encourage him and give him some motivation because he'll need it for those cooking segments. No final comments. But if you have them, do it now.
And go to, subscribe to the channel, go to Bowflex. We're going to be sharing, I'm sure, some pictures, social media, Instagram, if you're not on the Bowflex Instagram account, Twitter, things like that. So we'll be taking some really fun, cool behind-the-scenes pictures here and video. Go to my Facebook and Twitter, doing that as well. Thank you for watching. Quinn, thank you for...
Yeah, thanks. It was fun to be on
so
camera for one of the days.
She was natural. She was not worried at all. See?
Thank you. You don't know how much I was freaking out right before.
I didn't show it at all. Thank you guys for watching again. We will be back, same time, same place next week. Again, tomorrow, 4 p.m. Pacific time. We'll be live again on the channel. Have a great week. Do great things for yourselves and believe in yourself.